Hello, dear friends. Ken Graves here with GodSword on this Monday, June 24, the year 2024. The Lord's Day was good for us, reviewing once again the goodness of God, salvation, and the Old Covenant contrasted with the New Covenant. Man, the foreshadowing of the coming of Christ and the Old Covenant. It was a good day here, a good time. Today we are in HOSEA, the 6th chapter. And, HOSEA chapter 6, verse 1. Come, let us return to Yahweh. For he has torn us, but he will heal us. He has struck us, but he'll bandage us. He will make us alive after 2 days. He will raise us up on the 3rd day that we may live before him. What does that mean? Well, this is a prayer that the prophet Hosea does pray. And he prays, appealing to his people, come, let us return to Yahweh. He has torn us, but he will heal us. He has struck us, but he'll bandage us. He'll make us alive after 2 days. What does that mean? There are varying opinions. He will make us alive after 2 days. I submit to you, there is a prophecy here in Hosea's prayer that there would be 2 millennial days where the nation of Israel would be gone, dead, but that he will make us alive after 2 days. After 2 days. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I maintain that a day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are as a day, as the scriptures do tell us. Israel was effectively dead and gone. There's a people continued, but the nation, there was no nation, just a scattered people. This, he will raise us up on the 3rd day. There is a 3rd millennium since the coming of Christ. And I believe in second coming of Christ and the establishment of his reign upon the earth, that there is that 3rd day, that 3rd millennium, 2 millenniums, give or take, that they were dead and gone, reborn nationally, 1948, but the real rebirth for this nation will be the reconciliation with Yahweh through Yeshua. He will raise us up on the 3rd day that we may live before him. So let us know, let us pursue to know Yahweh. His going forth is established as the dawn. He will come to us like the rain, like the late rain watering the earth. There have been so many Pentecostal movements that has seized upon the latter rain and claimed it as a revival, end times, eschatological sort of period of time with super saints and miracles that will eclipse the miracles in the book of Acts. Well, I don't believe that. The rain in the land of Israel was the only source of water for their crops, for an agricultural people. The rain that came in autumn, and then the latter and the former rain, the other rain that comes in the spring, would make life happen and make food grow, and the farmer was dependent upon it. In Israel, there was no irrigation. The primary water sources outside of the rain for the land of Israel flowed down the Rift Valley, the Jordan River, Sea of Galilee. It's the lakes, the lowest lake on the surface of the earth. There was no means for them to use Galilee in ancient Israel to water crops. The lake is lower than all the land that they're farming. They were dependent, and like the farmer, waiting for that refreshing rain. So likewise, his coming, Yahweh's coming will be like that refreshing rain that makes life. What shall I do with you, O Ephraim? What shall I do with you, O Judah? Your loving kindness is like a morning cloud. Your loving kindness, other versions translate it, your faithfulness, like the morning cloud. It quickly dissipates. It's not like there's no love for Yahweh. It's not like there's no faithfulness to him. But it's like the morning mist that just dissipates. Your loving kindness is like a morning cloud and like the dew which goes away early. And therefore I have hewn them in pieces by the prophets. The prophets came with a sword and they cut. I have killed them by the words of my mouth, what God spoke through the prophets, the words of his mouth. And the judgments on you are like the light that goes forth. For I delight in loving kindness rather than sacrifice, and in the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings. And this was a theme. God said similarly through the prophet King David, what God would prefer is mercy rather than sacrifice. In the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings, but like Adam, they've trespassed against the covenant. They've dealt treacherously against me. Gilead is a city of workers of iniquity with a track of blood. And his raiders wait for a man, so a band of priests murder on the way to Shechem. These particular sites, Gilead and Shechem, the idolatry that was being practiced there, the corrupt priesthood, it's like murder, what they are doing to people. I still maintain, those who proclaim a religious system that is dependent upon earthly priests and Christ eclipsing prayers to Mary are guilty of doping men and women's souls into hell. As his raiders wait for a man, so a band of priests murder on the way to Shechem. Surely they have committed lewdness. In the house of Israel I have seen an appalling thing. Ephraim's harlotry is there. Israel has defiled itself. Also, Judah, there is a harvest set for you when I restore the fortunes of my people. Coming back from the captivity of Babylon, the remnant will come to be known as that tribe, that region of Judea. They will become known on the other side of the captivity and the returning as the Jews. Well, up until now they've been Israel, and they were Israel and Judah. They will come to be known as the Jews. There will be a remnant, and God promises that even at the end of this hard prophecy through Hosea. And Hosea knows something about betrayal. He cries out about the house of Israel have committed harlotry. Israel has defiled itself. He speaks from his own pain. He knows something of the fellowship of the sufferings of our God. A term used by the Apostle Paul in Philippians chapter 3. Fellowship of his sufferings, Hosea. He got to experience the broken heart of Yahweh as he played the part of Yahweh in his relationship with Gomer. Well, there's our chapter for today. And we'll go into chapter 7, and Lord willing, tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time and taking in the word. Grace and peace to you all.